Hi, I'm Phil and welcome back. Today, watching another one of my duels here on Bioplant. I really enjoyed this map in the second Diabotical beta, or the second Diabotical Stress Test even. I think the new version has a whole bunch of really good improvements. Fairly standard spawn here, I'm just getting an item. I'm listening out for my opponent, I know he's taken Mega because I've heard where he is. And I'm looking to get a cheeky bit of damage as he picks up the lightning gun, or the shaft, sorry, as we call it in Diabotical. So I'm floating around the bottom of the map. If I can hit a rail, cool, but really I just want to avoid taking damage here. If he wants to drop down, I can hopefully hit from some shots, which I do. I need to be careful if I want to go into this red. More interested in damaging him, which I do. And now I should be in a good position to pick up this Mega. I need to be careful because he's probably going to come in. Definitely don't want to jump if he's there, but I should be able to pick up the first frag, and I certainly do. So I think it was a little bit bold to try and push in there, and it is just going to give me Mega. Hopefully it's going to give me Mega. No, he steals it away. I forgot he got so cheeky as to steal that one away, but it's okay. The double rail is really nice. You don't really rely on hitting that, but I get it. And now, if he wants to pressure me here, I'm pretty comfortable taking that fight. I know he doesn't have a lot of HP. I want to rush over to the blue armor in the back room here, because this is where he's going to come to stack up. Don't want to get caught in that bounce pad. Unfortunate for him, I clean up the frag because, well, you just have to clean up those frags. If you don't, you can have a pretty sad time. Alright, so I'm thinking right now, well, do I want to go to red or do I want to go to Mega? I think I heard him go to red, I wasn't totally sure. I lose my nerve, I come back to Mega. I probably could have gone to red and got back to Mega as well, but, this is fine. I'm just listening for him. I'm expecting him to kind of maybe come back through this way or maybe come back through this way. I want to make sure that he doesn't get that railgun free, the pincer for free, even. I'm going to try really hard to use the diabolical weapon names, guys, I promise. I know he's going to be standing with the wrong gun out in the doorway there. I was expecting him to maybe try and get a railgun off, and I would be able to get really cheeky. Oh, I want to hit these shots. Now, this is a really dangerous fight, actually, and he does a good job to punish me there. Maybe I shouldn't have dropped down or dropped in quite as heavily. I maybe could have sat back. I know Mega's up, and I'm really, really scared of giving it away for free, because if he gets it for free, he got the red. I don't have any armor. He has Mega. Great use of the slow field there just to make sure I can't get away easily. I know I've done some damage, so I can actually kind of afford to set up for red here. As long as I'm not just sitting on the red too early, and that's a great punish with that shaft. I think that was a big mistime by him. He didn't seem to know the exact time. Like, you've got to get down there to punish while your opponent is still standing on that red. I think that was a direct rocket, by the way. That's pretty nifty. If you're going to punish that red, you have to get down while your opponent's just sitting on it. Good catch. If you're waiting for me to have left the red and then dropping down, like, it's just asking to deface with a shaft. And I'm always going to have the shaft there because I spawn right next to it. So my movement's a bit noob here. He's gotten the red and gotten away, but that's fine. I can still try and deny him this rail, the pincer, even. Again, I know that if I'm at the right range and if I move smartly here, he doesn't have the LG, so I can use that to my advantage. I look for a really cheeky direct rocket, and I've taken a bit too much damage, so, I probably should have gotten out of there sooner. But, again, I'm still doing okay, right? I'm looking for him to get greedy, trying to punish the red armor, and this time he doesn't. He's kind of learned his lesson. And he drops away, so he's probably just taken Mega. It's really weird. I didn't get Mega pickup sounds, which was kind of annoying. Again, just spamming out, don't get damage, but I don't take damage, so, nothing lost. And again, if I can catch him in this room, it's great. If I can hit a cheeky rail, it's great. I've taken a little bit too long, and now it's going to be hard to get to red. Red was either at like 35 or 40, I think. Great rocket. I want nothing to do with this room now, and I'm going to not want anything to do with Mega either. Lucky that I hit some damage, and I'm setting myself up so that if he wants to drop on me to get this frag, he's going to pay for it with, taking a lot of damage in return. Nice and cheeky by him. He knew exactly what I wanted to do there. And, I'm really cornered, just hoping to get as much damage as I can to keep the scoreline close. And I do that, right? I keep the scoreline close. Okay, so I have to be really quick to get the gun there because, of course, he's going to be trying to get in to punish that gun. I don't just rush to that door, right? I kind of play it a bit slow, hopefully fake him out. And I can take a fight here because I'm going to trade damage. I think he had a little bit more health than I realized when I played that game and just then. Funnily enough, if I made a mistake in a game, I tend to make the same misread when I'm commentating. Weird, right? I wonder how that happens. But again, my timing's good. I know I can get Mega off of that spawn. And I know he isn't super stacked still. I can win this fight. That rail would have been beautiful, but it's okay. I can still assert myself at this red. Now, I haven't heard him there, and this has gone exceedingly well for him. I'm pretty sure that railgun would have fragged him, but it's fine, okay? Sometimes you just take those deaths, and again, not hearing him there was a major misplay by me. Or, you know, maybe I should have been a bit more cautious maybe if, you know, you don't get a good sound cue there, whatever. I should have done something different, even if I'm not totally sure what it was yet. Again though, I'm respawning and I'm knowing what I can take. He drops down really soundlessly and it kind of confuses me. I think I can still get this frag. I was looking for a stronger rocket on 1 HP there, but again, I know that I can get this red. He's going to come and try and pressure, and, you know, he's going for the rail, but he's on like no HP. So of course I'm going to pressure this down and try and get this frag, right? If he wants to be there looking for that shot, he needs to be prepared for me to just rush him down. And committing a little bit too hard to the railgun there. Ended up putting him in a really awkward spot. Now I have the stack here, but I decide I'm just going to play for Mega and then really rush into this red, because it should be a more favorable fight for me, as long as I don't take a bad shot from him. And I bounce myself into the lava. You don't want to do that. Pro tip, do not bounce yourself into lava. So he's probably going to be heading into the back blue armor room or thinking about Mega. And there he is on the 50 HP. My movement was so awkward there. Like, I was just kind of jumping, I looked a bit directionless. Red armor's going to be up before Mega, or around the same time as Mega. And again, he kind of sits in that teleporter, right? Once I've committed to that direction, he can just go through the teleporter, there's nothing I can do. But again, I'm making the read about what item's up. And what I can get just off of that spawn. Both of those rockets I fired were really, really nice angles, but again, it's the kind of shot where you just fire it away and hope to get something. I'm not going to drop down for red, it would be suicide, I only have rockets, so I just take a 100 damage rocket, right? 300 damage, perfect. I don't want to get any greedier there. And I still have this Mega advantage, right? And I still know when this Mega's going to be, so if I hit a rail at this Mega, I'm going to be in a good spot. Like, I've done 100 on him while he's taking his red, and I've hit a rail while he's getting his Mega. All the while, I've taken basically nothing. I'm going to get this blue armor. I can hear him up above. I need to be careful not to take damage entering this red, but as long as I don't take damage entering, I should be able to get onto it, and then be a real pain in the ass for him. Great rocket, great combo. Look, you can't rely on hitting those, and I say this a bit in my games lately, but, you know, I just knew that was going to happen. I knew that if I got that bounce, I would get that frag. The danger was that I only had rockets. Now look, I probably shouldn't have let him burn my stack down quite that much, and if he wanted to come out and peek into this Mega, he could make it, you know, a peeker's game, and I would put Disruption, I would put his railgun above mine, right? If he took this fight, he'd probably win 9 out of 10 times. Not 10 out of 10 times, that's not giving myself quite enough credit. I've hit some good rails here. Like, that's gonna burn the red off of him, so we're gonna be fairly equal, but he gets the good catch around the corner. Again, I should have expected that, you know? I should have expected OG pressure, I just wasn't prepared to fight it off. This is an interesting ledge. I didn't know that you could land on that ledge, so I'm kind of on it and I'm like, oh, I guess I can do something from here. I want to try and put some pressure on him. I'm a little bit earlier to this Mega than I would maybe like to be. You can see I'm standing a bit to the right because that covers the doorway with the pillar, so he can't rail me quite as easily. Great rocket from him. Completely shreds that Mega off of me. Caught between a rock and a hard place. Maybe could have tried to slow field there. Not at all how I wanted that situation to play out. But again, I know what I can get off of this spawn, and I know that, you know, I'm just kind of listening for a sound cue from him to see if I can try and catch him with the OG somewhere, if I can use that shaft to my advantage right away. Now, I'm looking for him to be in this room and to be trying to make a play onto Mega. Maybe I back away a little bit too passively here, right? I probably actually could have hung around. He's gonna have Mega. Oh no, I'm gonna have Mega. Shit. Perfect. I'm playing even better than I give myself credit for. So I've done everything right, and I should be able to hit the OG here. Like, I shred him with OG, and now I just want to catch him out. Nice use of the lift jump. He makes it really awkward for me there. But I'm going to have, again, like, I like that I rocket jump for that armor, because it just, it means that I have more overall. Like, I know there's loads of HP on that side of the map. I'm going to just get there faster, and now, well, the red fight, it's going to be kind of dicey, right? He's got some small armor, he's got all the guns he needs, so he can have the red armor. I'm going to have the Mega, and hopefully, because the Mega's in the high position, and because he's been enjoying coming into this room low so much, I'm going to be the one to make the damage, and that's exactly what happens, right? 3 frags down, we're coming in, we're maybe, what, a minute and a bit away from golden frag, so I'm really thinking that I want to get a frag on the board pretty soon, and with that stack, I'm going to be in a good position for it. This should be my frag. He hits such a nice rocket in the air as he's flying over my head. Man, Disruption hits some really scary shots, but I do close that frag out, but at great cost. I know this Mega's pretty much up. He's really well set up for it, and he knows I'm low. Like, it's a great read onto how much stack I have. Really well played. And it's looking hard for me to win this game, right? without doing something kind of specky. I back away from red, and I'm surprised that he's over here. So I say, well, okay, I can actually get back onto red. So I zip back around. Right, he's going to be here to try and pressure the exit, and I commit to this fight for some reason. This is a mistake, right? I hit good shots, but he should really have won that fight a bit sooner, I think. You know, just having red there, it wasn't quite enough, especially with what he'd done before. And it's going to leave, you know, like, he's going to have a commanding control of this mid room. Golden frag. And here comes golden frag. I hit a rail right as golden frag starts. It's a disaster. That's the worst thing you can have happen, right? Golden frag comes out and suddenly you're on 60 HP. And so I'm just staying in a nice defensible position, right? Wherever he wants to come from, I can hit shots and try and get away. I can hear him below me, and this is awkward right now because he can come through this teleporter. I'm just trying to stay out of sight, not give him the angle. And here comes... oh no, is this it? I'm pretty sure this is the end. I just go for some damage. I hope to clutch it out, but man. Really well played by Disruption there. Disruption going by bloodonice or whatever. I'm really enjoying the new Bioplant. I think the spaces are a bit more fun to fight in than they were before. I think it's a bit less rail dominated than it was before. The routes around the map just feel a little bit more interesting. I really like the new placement of the railgun. You can punish it a lot more. I think, you know, you saw both of us really looking to punish the pickups of that railgun. It's nice. And yeah, the red room's a lot of fun. You know, I got that really nice LG pin as he kind of tried to drop down to punish me. There are lots of interesting ways you can play around that room. I ate that terrible rocket coming around the corner in. Like, there are great spam angles. And the lift in Mega, I don't know. I'm not sold on the lift yet, but it's something you can play around at least. And Disruption used it. And another player I played in this stress test really used it to just like quietly get in position on Mega, right? It threw me off a few times. And I'm guessing that's how he got, you know, onto that Mega position with rail. Like, I think there was 1 or 2 times in particular. He got there just faster than I expected and hit a really good shot. So that was a duel on Bioplant. Bioplant, even. Turned a bit American there. I hope everyone enjoyed it. I'm hoping to do a few more. I recorded some pretty good duels. And, you know, if anyone out there has duels that you played that you want me to talk about, please send them my way. I'd love to have a look. Thank you so much for tuning in. I've been Phylum, and I'll catch you next time.